Good morning, everyone. Almost didn't make this video because I went to go do it and I noticed that I'm wearing the same thing from the last video. Just the laundry cycle thing, really. It's clean, I swear. So I skipped another day and I think I'm okay with that because yesterday I did a lot of stuff. I went through maybe 5 different boxes worth of paperwork and separated them out, got rid of stuff automatically that I knew I wasn't going to need, want, or use. And I was looking at stuff dated 2009, 2008. And I know there's another place I'm going to look today I'm going to be seeing probably 2004, 2005. But I did go through a lot. At least got sorted what I wanted to probably keep so that it is organized. And then I can kind of look at it as a whole picture once it's all together, if that makes sense. Because right now it is literally everywhere across the house in different areas and boxes. Stuff that at some point I thought, okay, this might be important, I might need. And I'm talking like a credit card statement. Like, I probably shouldn't throw that away. And then it just gets shuffled in with a bunch of other stuff. And then, lo and behold, here I am 9 years later looking at that credit card statement. So, the shred pile is a big, but it's there and I'm working on it. And I feel good. It feels good to work on it. So, I'm in a different car today, slightly different area. The car is actually still running because there are some trucks parked nearby and one of them has its flashers on, and in case it decides it wants to scoot around, I want to be able to move quickly. And honestly, I don't think this is going to be a very long video anyways. So today, again, still going through the massive tons of paperwork. I'm going to have to go through my computer at some point. I think I said photography. Did I say that? That was my business. I was a photographer. Started in 2006, just kind of on a whim. That seems to be how I start my businesses. Someone says something, it lights a little fire underneath me, and then I think that photography business, it lasted quite a while till I got into real estate. And I'm talking, I was shooting weddings, the whole deal. And it never felt right to get rid of photos for people because A, they might contact me at some point later to want a copy, and B, those are someone's memories. And the whole reason I started to begin with is because I like taking memories, keeping memories, sharing memories. So I have shuffled around people's photography files for years. I shoot in something called RAW, which makes it easier to manipulate on the back end of a photo. I'm probably losing a lot of you. Your eyes are glossing over here, but it takes up a lot more space. So basically, you shoot RAW. It's a larger file because it's like getting the photograph with layers in it. It's not compressed, so that when you manipulate, you're manipulating before compression, and then you compress it down to like a JPEG or something like that. So it's a larger file because all that data has not been shrunk down and compressed. And then, of course, once you manipulate it, then you compress it, and then you have a JPEG file too. And so I have a lot of raw photos of my kids that I really need to go through. I kind of just throw them in the computer, fix the ones I want to fix for showing or sharing, and then I go, oh, well, I'll get those later. Well, 10 years now later, I rarely go back and look at them. So I really have to sit down and look through, and it's going to be somewhat easier now because I think right after I take a lot of photos, I'm so caught up in the moment of when I took the photos. Like when I take photos of my kids for, say, Christmas, or just like their school pictures or something, and that whole experience of taking their photo is like burned freshly in my mind. So something funny that happened, and then maybe a not so good photo came out of it, I still hold on to that, so it makes the photo more important to me. But at the same time, when I go back, because I have gone back in the past, when I go back and look at photos that I thought, those are not the best photos, but the kids have changed so much that they mean more to me. So I really have to go back, search deeply through the raw files. Now, on my computer, it's a 1 terabyte computer, and I think I have about 200 gigabytes free of space. Now, not all of that is photos, but I'm going to venture to say 400 to 500 gigabytes of that might be photos. And for this, since I really stopped doing photography for anybody other than, my family or maybe a close friend or two years ago, and by close, I mean just like, oh, your son's heading off for the Air Force, let's take some pictures of that. I'm not talking like photo shoots or anything. But still, I shoot all that in RAW because I like to be able to manipulate it. And then I go through and I find the pictures, and then sometimes the RAW stuff gets deleted, sometimes it doesn't. So I have a lot of stuff to go through. Even after the physical paperwork, I have a lot of digital paperwork to go through and reorganize, and really just have some come to Jesus moments about, because hitting that delete button is nerve-wracking for me. So I'm not in any shortage whatsoever for things to do to help minimalize the house. I've had a couple of inspirational things that I think I might start working on separately of everything I have been working on. My end goal, honestly, is to make enough money through whatever way, businesses, YouTube, to be able to stay at home with the kids, to be able to be there for the kids. We homeschool one of our kids, or we did last year, and I would like to do that again. I want to be able to make an income without having to leave the house, because I know once the kids are gone, I don't get that time back. And I don't want to shoot myself in the foot so that I can't make money once they're gone. But to me, I wouldn't have had them if I didn't want to spend time with them. So they are the most important things. So I will do anything I can to try to stay home with them. But we also need to bring some money in. Now, we did get some good news on Friday. Tentative. It's pretty tentative, or it's pretty solid. But until it's actually happening, I'll just consider it tentative. But as of right now, things are starting to hopefully go in the right direction. Very grateful for that. So grateful for that. So that's about it. I have not heard back from anybody that reached out to about the memorial project. I don't know if it's too difficult for them, if they've just kind of gotten swept up in their lives. It's only been less than a week, really, but it's, kind of frustrating. You don't really want to reach back because they've already said, maybe I'll do this, maybe I won't, or yes, maybe it's just taking time to get stuff together. So I'm trying to be patient. Other than that, that's about it for right now. Today is, what is today? I want to say it's the 9th of June. It's Sunday. I guess whatever pops up at the beginning of this video. So I'm going to say Sunday, June 9th. It could be the 8th, but I'm pretty sure it's the 9th. Wow. So anyways, kind of excited for this week for National Candy Flinging Day. And if you're sitting there, anybody other than my husband, who obviously knows what it is, going, what is National Candy Flinging Day? Well, that is, can you create a national holiday by yourself? Well, we did. 2 years ago, in 2017, we had gotten a lot of Easter candy. So much so, like, I had bought Easter candy, and then I bought this huge thing of, like, Dum Dum lollipops from Sam's Club, and forgotten about it. And so I bought more Easter candy, and then when the time came to do Easter candy, even though we do an Easter egg hunt each year, it was just too much. Even for 4 kids, it was too much. So I thought, well, we'll let them have the candy, we'll do the Easter egg hunt, and then I'll save some, and then we'll just kind of like give it to them here and there because they love candy. But then I forgot about it again. And then I found it in June, and I thought, I've got to get rid of this thing. But what am I going to do? I had at that point something like 400 little Dum Dum lollipops, a bunch of extra stuff. And we were in the kitchen, and a moment just struck me, like some sort of thought, and I just called the kids in, told them to get little trash bag stuff, and just kind of started flinging candy at them. And it was fun. I mean, we would just, our kitchen was covered. Like, I found a Dum Dum lollipops months afterwards. Like, I would go to move something, and, oh, Dum Dum lollipop. So we probably threw, or flung, since it's National Candy Flinging Day, maybe 400, 500 pieces, six, I don't know. It was a lot. And the kids had lollipops for the next couple weeks because they can go through lollipops quickly. And, sorry, my hand's starting to fall asleep. And so we just decided that day would be, because we had fun. We were doing trivia at the end of it, kind of like who would we fling the candy at, and just dumb trivia. And so we decided we were going to make this a holiday for our family, National Candy Flinging Day, June 13th. So last year, we actually invited some friends over, and they brought a little bit of candy with them, and we just all had them in the dining room, and we were asking questions, and you just take a handful of candy from a bowl, and you just fling it at them, and it's kind of fun because most times you can't normally throw stuff at people, and I'm not talking like wing it at them, but you know, and it's just hilarious to watch it, and they have so much fun. And I'd love if it actually took, because let's face it, Valentine's Day, candy, Easter, candy. And then there's a big, huge hole. There's not really any candy holiday until Halloween. And then, Christmas is candy. But where most people are like, oh, thank God, the kids don't have any candy holidays. Well, I've created one for you if you want it. So maybe I'll try to get some video of that. I don't know. Not sure yet if I want to put the kids on this channel. Part of me says really no. But maybe I'll get a video of me flinging candy at them, because I don't mind if I'm on the channel, other than the fact that I don't like how I look. But we've already discussed that. So until I actually start doing something about it, I guess I have to just be happy with how I look, because it is what I look like. So anyways, that's today. That's this week. Don't know when I'll check in again. Might be a day or two. But I hope whenever you're looking at this, you're having fun and you're doing the things that bring you forward.